You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because your habits are winning. Fix these 5 habits, and your life will never be the same again. The next 60 days will decide your next 10 years. Listen carefully, because I am going to give you the exact switches to kill these habits fast. And the last one will hit you hard, because it exposes why you keep delaying the life you say you want. Your problem number 1. You're a starter, not a finisher. You get excited on day 1. You announce it. You maybe even buy tools for it. Then you disappear the moment results don't show up instantly. You don't lack talent. You lack closure. It destroys self-trust. Every unfinished task is evidence your words mean nothing. It creates permanent anxiety. Open loops in your head keep screaming, pending, pending, pending. It keeps you average. The world doesn't reward people who start. It rewards people who deliver. Here's how you can overcome this. Set a practical target for the next 7 days. One measurable outcome, not a big dream. Write 300 words daily, not write a book. Got the idea? Define done before you begin. Write the finish line in 1 sentence. Upload 1 video. Submit 1 application. Complete lesson 1. Use the 20-minute finish rule. When you feel like quitting, you must do 20 more minutes. No debate. Track completions only. Your scoreboard is finished tasks, not hours worked. Stop chasing motivation. Chase identity. Say to yourself, I am the person who finishes. Your mood is not the boss. Your target is. Once you do this, you'll gain confidence that's real, because it's built on proof, not hype. Your results will finally compound, because finishing is what turns effort into outcomes people can see and reward. Here's the habit number 2. You're addicted to other people's scoreboard. You open your phone for 2 minutes and end up auditing someone else's life. Their body, their money, their relationship, their followers, their vacations, their wins. And you forget one brutal truth. Social media is a highlight reel. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone's edited trailer. It kills your self-worth. It makes you feel behind even when you're doing fine, because you keep looking at people who appear ahead. This upward comparison is linked to lower self-worth and lower well-being. It plants envy and sadness in your head. Research on social network settings links upward comparison with depressive symptoms, with envy playing a key role in that chain. It makes you disrespect your own progress. You stop noticing your small wins because your brain is busy chasing someone else's big highlight. It steals your focus. Instead of building your skills, you start tracking someone else's results. So your life becomes noise, not progress. Hear how you can overcome it. Cut the triggers. Unfollow, mute, or block accounts that make you feel small. If it poisons your mind, it's not inspiration. Set a daily comparison rule. The only person you're allowed to compete with is yesterday you. Compete to become just 1% better today. Replace scrolling with building. For every 10 minutes of consuming, do 10 minutes of producing. Write, study, train, apply, create. Say this out loud when you feel behind. I'm not late, I'm loading. Because your time will come, but only if you keep working. Stop asking, why him, not me? And start asking, what is my lane and what is my next rep? You don't need their life. You need your discipline. Once you start following this, you get your joy back, because your wins stop getting poisoned by someone else's bigger wins. And your growth accelerates, because the energy you wasted on envy and anxiety starts turning into skill, output, and real confidence. Here is the problem, number 3. You don't have a hard life. You have a complaining habit. Complaining actually is when your mouth keeps talking about the problem, but your hands refuse to solve it. It sounds like, why me? This always happens to me. Nothing works for me. On repeat, every day. like a broken alarm you've stopped respecting. It trains your brain to hunt negativity. The more you complain, the more your mind starts scanning life for what's wrong. It keeps your body in stress mode. Frequent complaining is linked with cortisol, the stress hormone, which can raise stress and keep you stuck in fight or flight. It kills your problem solving. When you vent all the time, you feel busy, but nothing changes, so your life stays the same while your patience gets smaller. Here's what you can do. No complaint rule for 24 hours. If you catch yourself complaining, stop mid-sentence and convert it into a request or action. Instead of saying, "This room is messy," change it to, "Let me contribute to clean it now." Do a 3-item gratitude reset daily. Write 3 specific things you're grateful for. Not generic. "My legs worked on the stairs. I ate on time. I finished that call." Replace "why me" with "what now," because "why me" keeps you emotional. "What now" makes you effective. Gratitude is not pretending everything is fine. It's choosing to stop bleeding your energy on what you can't change, and using that energy to protect what's still good in your life. You can be tired, hurt, even disappointed, and still be grateful that you're alive, learning, and still in the game. Complaining says, "Life is against me." Gratitude says, "Life is tough, but I'm tougher, and I will build from what I have." Once you start following this, you'll feel lighter and more in control, because gratitude practices are associated with better well-being and lower anxiety, depression symptoms. And you'll become solution-oriented, the kind of person people trust, opportunities follow, and results finally stick to. The problem 4 is you're not overwhelmed by the work. You're overwhelmed by the size of the work you keep imagining. You look at one goal and your brain turns it into a monster. Where do I start? What if I do it wrong? I need a perfect plan first. So you don't start at all, and you call it planning when it's actually fear wearing a smarter mask. It creates procrastination. Big, vague tasks feel intimidating, so you avoid them and delay your own progress. It keeps you stuck in confusion. When you don't break it down, you never get clear, and without clarity, consistency dies. It drains your confidence. Every day you don't start becomes proof in your head that you can't do it. Here's what you can do. Use the 2-minute start. Make the first step so small it takes under 2 minutes. Open the doc, write 1 sentence, wear shoes, do 1 push-up. Break it into pieces you can finish. Do the project into a checklist of tiny steps so the work becomes approachable. Win the first rep. Your only job today is to start, not to finish the entire mountain. You don't need the whole plan. You need the next step. Momentum doesn't come from thinking. It comes from moving, even if it's small. This will bring a change in you. You will stop fearing big goals because you learn to reduce them into simple actions you can actually do today. And once you start stacking small wins, your consistency becomes automatic because the work no longer feels impossible. Here's problem number 5. Perfectionism, the most respected-looking form of fear. You keep saying, "I'll start when I'm ready," but ready never comes because your real demand is not readiness, it's a guarantee. So you polish, you tweak, you overthink, and you quietly delay the one thing that would actually change your life: delivering. It turns into procrastination. Research links perfectionism with procrastination, especially when you're sensitive to failure and mistakes. It crushes your mental peace. Perfectionism is associated with negative mental health outcomes like stress, anxiety, and depressive symptoms, especially when you feel a gap between your standards and your performance. It keeps you invisible. You can't win in public if you keep preparing in private forever. Here are some steps to overcome this. Use the 80% rule. When it's 80% good, Publish, submit, send it. Set a deadline, not a mood. Decide the time you will deliver, and deliver, even if it's not perfect. Do one ugly rep daily. One imperfect page, one imperfect workout, one imperfect attempt. Because reps create quality. Your first version is allowed to be bad. That's not failure, that's the entry fee. Perfection is not the goal. Progress with feedback is the goal. Start doing this, and you will see. You move faster, learn faster, and build real confidence. Because action gives you real-world feedback, not imaginary perfection. And you finally become consistent, because you stop demanding excellence before you've even built momentum. Since you have reached here, you have shown the willingness to take the hard step. So here's the bonus tip for you. You can stack money, status, and wins, but if your mind is always racing and your body is always exhausted, you won't even enjoy the life you worked for. So stop treating health like a weekend hobby. Make it non-negotiable. Here's your daily baseline for good health. Walk 20 to 30 minutes. No drama, just move. Sleep 7+ hours. If you're cutting sleep, you're cutting your future. Do a 60-second breathing reset whenever stress spikes. Sit for 10 to 15 minutes in silence or meditation every day. Because a calm mind is a dangerous advantage. Because listen, without health, nothing you achieve will be enjoyable. And sooner or later, you'll pay for it with interest. So, here's a challenge. Make a public commitment. Comment below that bad habit that you resolve to kill today. Not all will have the courage to do so, but the ones who will send a clear message to their subconscious that they have arrived and it's their time now. And believe me, this tiny act can trigger something profound in your life that will really help in transforming your present self into the one you always wanted to be. May peace prevail.